Well, no more critics or jokes about Vladimir Putin will be allowed in internet. This is probably how the nearest future will look like, as the Russian lower house of parliament has just adopted in the third reading this very controversial law. It bans any publication that shows disrespect to the state's institutions, the symbols of the state, like the Russian flag, for example, the law enforcement agencies. So basically all the deputies, for example, and the head of the state will be protected by this law. Those who violate it face huge fines, and if they repeatedly violate it, they face up to 15 days in prison. However, they will be given a day in order to destroy and delete this publication. And what does disrespectful mean? Actually, the lawmakers gave their explanation that they said that it could be any publication that offends human dignity and public morality.
Galina, how is the new law being seen in Russia? What's people's response to it?
Well, many critics here in Russia say that basically this law will throw Russians back into the USSR, and that any publication in the internet, any critics, any political critics, and any innocent joke could be interpreted as this violation of the respect. So the critics say that we are coming back to the censorship, but this time the censorship will be in the internet, and the internet now is the only space in Russia where many Russians could freely express their sarcasm towards the politics. It's the only space where such opposition leaders like Alexei Navalny could share their views, and even some lawmakers here were very critical towards this law. One liberal Democrat deputy said that if you stop calling a fool, he will not stop being a fool. And another deputy from the communist fraction explained me why the communists decided not to support this law. Let's take a listen.
It turns out the specially created bodies, something like a prosecutor's office, will determine whether the information is decent or indecent, whether it offends the public morality, there's such a definition in this law, or it does not offend. And naturally, this will be the decision of these individuals.
Many people in various Russian cities plan to go out on the streets this Sunday to say no to the censorship in the internet.